5 weird signs that your manifestation is on its way to you. And a sneak peek at tip number 3, your friends are gonna ask you to go bowling with them. Lance, what? Stay tuned to find out more. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the 5 weird signs that your manifestation is coming to you. I've been manifesting successfully for years in my life now, and I found that one or more of these signs always shows up when the manifestation is right around the corner. Now let's dive right into it. Sign number 1, you start to lose things. Now you may say to me, Lance, that's counterintuitive. I'm trying to manifest things. I'm trying to bring more and more into my life. What do you mean I'm losing things and that's the sign? Well, it seems counterintuitive at first, but when you think about it, it's really not. In order to manifest things, right, we have to start by making some room for it. So oftentimes, either voluntarily or involuntarily, the universe or God, what have you, will actually remove stuff and clear things away from our life. Things that no longer serve us, things that are no longer in vibration and harmony with that which we're trying to manifest, and just plain simply to make room. You know, say you want to manifest a new car, well, you may have to let go of the old car to make room for the new car, quite literally, you know, in your garage or in your driveway. Say you want to manifest love, you may quite literally have to let go of your current partner and lover if you're trying to manifest someone better. You know, so it's counterintuitive, but the more you think about it, the more you realize that it does make sense. You know, you have to let go. You have to, and the more easily you do let go, the more easily we release these things, the faster the manifestation will come to us. And a critical tip is when the universe is taking these things away from us, when we are kind of involuntarily letting go, we have to watch our reaction to that. Because remember, our inner creates the outer. Our vibration creates and manifests what's coming to us outside of ourselves. So in the moment when the universe is taking something away, we don't want to react kind of in a negative, you know, heavy kind of way. We want to try to stay positive. And that's not to say we deny our feelings, but we want to use our mental commentary positively, you know, to then visualize, again, strongly what we want to manifest in that moment to be positive about it. Now let's move into sign number 2. Weird sign number 2. What I call level up moments or challenges will arise in your life. Now again, this may seem a little counterintuitive. If I'm trying to manifest money, why is the universe gonna kick me when I'm down and, you know, have more bills come in than I can pay for, or is gonna make an overdraft happen, or my car is gonna break down the freeway and I don't have the money to pay for it? Why are all these things gonna happen so that I can manifest? Well, I'll tell you, always we have to become a match for that which we are trying to manifest. And if we're trying to manifest the $1 million or a brand new car or something like that, or a raise at work, we have to become a match to that energy. And the universe knows that's what you want, but it also knows that you're gonna have to level up. You're going to have to become better and improve yourself and your vibration before you're a match for what you're trying to manifest into your life. So how do we grow? How do we as humans grow and change most effectively? Through challenge. That's why the hard things happen. That's why challenges come into our life, is so that we can grow. And how we choose to respond to those challenges really dictates how far we can go and how much we can level up. If we choose to have the victim mentality of, oh, woe is me, why is this happening to me? I can't believe it. I'm not trying to belittle or make fun of people who are having challenges. I'm just saying that's one mentality. The other flip side of that is always look at the opposite, law of polarity. Oh, you know, great, here's another challenge. Here's a time where I can step up, I can level up. You know, I'm gonna stand and face this confidently. If you're trying to attract the ideal partner, you yourself have to become the ideal partner. If you're trying to attract financial abundance, you have to become abundant within. And many times, challenges will help us build and become that version of ourselves. Ultimately, it's how we respond to those challenges that are going to determine how quickly and how far we can move forward. And I've got a question for you. Let me know in the comments down below. What are some of the weird things or weird ways that things have manifested in your life? I'm really curious to hear what you have to say and to share some of your journey with me. Now let's move on to point number 3, inspired action and odd requests. As you know from the opener, from our little teaser, your friends are gonna ask you to go bowling with them. And you might say, Lance, my friends and I, we don't go bowling, or I don't have friends, or we never do that kind of thing. Well, here's the trick with that. When you're trying to manifest things, especially when things are going to become solid and real, they come out of the realm of thought and vibration and desire, and they trickle down until finally they're in this physical 3D, you know, hard reality. It needs oftentimes help from other human beings. We are all always being kind of pawns and servants of the universe in fulfilling everything that everyone wants to manifest, and just, you know, fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it, we're always fulfilling that. We're always fulfilling that role for somebody else. You know, it's when we're there to give someone that dollar that they need, or when someone's there to give us the advice that we need. We've already met this person before and we're in line and this person gives us advice. Well, in the same token, you're going to have to get out of the house, and you're going to have to go to new places oftentimes to manifest new things. So again, your friends may ask you to go bowling. You're like, we never even do that. Well, when you're trying to manifest, say, a new partner, well, maybe that perfect partner is always at the bowling alley, and you don't know that, and your friends don't know that, but the universe knows. So the universe brings one of your friends up that has, you know, a yearn and a yen for bowling, and you guys do go out that one night, and as you're playing the game, all of a sudden you see her, or you see him, or you see them, the perfect person. You know, and you start chatting them up, and you play bowling together, and next thing you know, you're getting married in a year. And all that came from just going out with your friends bowling. Such a weird, odd request. Maybe your friends will ask you to move, or they want to go to that new bar that just opened down the street. When you're trying to manifest, it's most important to say yes. Say yes to life. Say yes to those weird requests. Maybe a family member you'd never heard from in 6 months or a year or 5 years says, hey, I'd like to reconnect. Would you like to meet at this coffee shop? And you never go there, and you're like, well, I'd rather go to Starbucks. No, go where the universe leads you. Now, let's move on to weird sign number 4. This one is a surefire sign that's going to illustrate to you that your manifestation is quite literally coming. It's today, tomorrow, right around the corner. But before we get into sign number 4, if you found this video helpful to you, please leave us a like. Subscribe to my channel and ping the notification bell so you don't miss any more of our great content that's going to help you level up and become the best version of yourself. And check out the links in the description below. I have listed my top manifestation books. These are books that I've read in my life that have helped me to manifest better than ever before. You know, leaders are readers, as the saying goes, and the more we read, the more we take in that information and advice from experts in the field around us, the better we ourselves can become. So check it out. Pick up one of the books. Start reading today. I recommend reading every day, and it keeps to expanding our mind, expanding our consciousness, and giving us the more ability to manifest our dream life. Now let's get into sign number 4. You stop questioning when the manifestation is coming, and you start to become more confident about it. And here's why. If we know law of assumption, Neville Goddard, we have to act and visualize and manifest as if the wish has already been fulfilled, right? Feeling like the wish has been fulfilled. Well, if every day we're looking around, where's the manifestation? Where's the money? Where's the partner? Where's the car? We do that ultimately from a space of lack. So we may be thinking and visualizing and, feeling about the car or the money or whatever, but deep down inside of all of that is a feeling of lack because we're so busy searching for it outside of ourselves when that abundance is within. Well, when you do finally get to that place where you're busy being the money in your life, you're being that car in the driveway, you're being the perfect partner, and you're being the other perfect partner being with you, then you become more confident. Then you're stepping into that next version of yourself, identity shifting. You're stepping into the future reality, that parallel reality where you do have those things, and you stop questioning it. You don't even care anymore. You let go of that altogether because you know it's coming, you know it's here now. And when you feel that, when that sign comes where you're like, I'm confident, I guarantee you probably the next day or the next week, very soon, that manifestation will start to come in. The money will start to come in. You'll start to find the partner. Maybe you start going on a date and this person's great, and you're so happy and grateful that this person's in your life. But yeah, you're gonna not stop questioning, and you're gonna start being what you're trying to manifest. Now, weird sign number 5. You're gonna see signs from the universe, angel numbers, dreams, hunches and intuition. These signs are gonna start coming to you. If you're not familiar with angel numbers, it's the repeating number sequences that you can see throughout your life and your day. For me particularly, it's always the license plate on cars. That's where I'll see it. I'll see 3 3s or 4 4s or whatever the numbers happen to be. A lot of people say even just 2 numbers repeating is a good sign. Me personally, I like to see 3 or more numbers. That's how I really know it's a sign from spirit for me. And you can look up the angel numbers on the internet, 333s, 444s. What do they mean? What does that mean to you? And it also sometimes can just be a wink and a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more from spirit. You're thinking about manifesting the car and all of a sudden you see a bunch of cars that are 333s all over them, or you see that car you want to manifest all over the place. That's a sign. That's from the universe letting you know, we hear you. It's on the way. Dreams. Dreams are another huge sign. If you start to dream about what you're trying to manifest, that's a wonderful sign that it's close. Why? Because first of all, you've manifested it in your dream world. And the dream world is real. The dream world is a metaphysical place. It's another realm of reality. It's connected to the astral plane. And in the astral is where we do a lot of manifesting. Is a lot of the spiritual and metaphysical stuff actually happens, the action. While we're sleeping, we're off in the astral doing things. Most of the time unconscious to our conscious mind. But we're out there getting stuff done. So if you start seeing it in your dreams, that's a really good sign, because it means you've quite literally manifested on the astral. So now it's starting to filter down. And eventually it is going to manifest in your life. Now, if you've had trouble manifesting before, or you've heard all these signs and you say, okay, Lance, but I've never manifested anything. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. Check out this video right here. This is the 8 most common blocks to manifestation. And in this video, I'll teach you all the blocks, and you're probably suffering from at least 2 or 3 of them. And I'll also show you how to overcome those blocks so that you can manifest full speed in your life. I hope you choose to make it a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.